how to hit a baseball or a softball in 5 easy steps. Since I'm in my garage, I can only hit a volleyball because I might break something if I hit the real thing. The 5 steps I'm going to teach you today are negative move, positive move or toe touch, first move, extension, and follow through. So first off is a negative move. But before we even start anything, you should know how to hold a bat. You want to line up your knocking knuckles, so the knuckles on your fingers on the bat. And you want to have, if you're righty, you want your right hand on top and your left hand on bottom. And if you're lefty, you want your left hand on bottom, your left hand on top, and your right hand on the bottom. I'm a righty, so my right hand's on the top. So you want to grip it in your hands, and you want to hold the bat up at about like a 45-degree angle with your hands, I don't know, like about 8 inches from your body. And the negative move is where you shift all your weight back so you have a lot of weight on your bottom foot, like this. So you have a lot of weight on your bottom foot, very little on your front. So back to the hands. You want the bottom of the bat, like the knob, to be facing the catcher's feet, and you want the barrel like wrapped around your head. So if you hit, you'd hit your head. So you want all your power back here, and this is a negative move because you're going back. So you want to generate all your power to go forward to hit a home run, preferably. The second step is the positive move, which obviously comes after the negative move. So from your load position, you are going to take a step, and then that's why I also call it toe touch, because your toe touches the ground. So with all your weight back on your foot, you're going to take a step forward. And this gets all your energy generated so you can hit your pitch. And on your right foot down here, you want to make sure that your energy is kind of like rolling through, so to say, that you're starting to transfer your weight. So from negative move to positive move, you're going to transfer. And the final finish, you should have, little to no weight on your back foot on your toe. So again, positive move is a step, and you're starting to transfer your weight right here. Your arms are going to be in the same position though. They're going to stay back. And you want to make sure your body moves and not just your leg, because this way you have more power to generate. The third step I call the first move, with your elbow. You want your elbow to come out like this, and you want the barrel of the bat to be parallel with the ground. Then the second step of this third step is extending your arms. So like think of like a hinge, almost. So your arms are going to extend somewhat, and your wrists are going to extend, but you still want a little bit of bend in your arms, like this. You want to be out all the way. That's the fourth step, extension. So you want elbow first, then arms, and then wrist. This gives you the power. You want to be back like this, so you can't see. Like that, so you can hit and you have power behind to push the ball out. The fourth step is extension, which is where your arms are fully extended, and that's where you have the most power, and that's where you can hit the ball the hardest. So it's after your first move, your arms are going to extend, you're going to hit the pitch, extend, you can't see, I'm sorry. So first move, extend, hit the pitch, and you want your bat to be straight through all the way. But when you're hitting here, you want to be palm up, palm down. Your right hand have your palm up, and your left hand have your palm down. And you want extend, arms straight, and push. And this leads into our last step. The final step is the follow through or your finish. So after your extension, and you're all the way through, you want to make sure the bat comes around and it doesn't hit you in the back like straight across. You don't just spin and whip it. You have to make sure you're kind of like chopping, I don't want to say chopping up because you won't hit good, but chopping up like this so that it can hit yourself in the back. And you want your hips to be facing the pitcher or second base, it doesn't really matter, but you want your belly button out to the field. Because that meant that you put all your hips through your swing and you got the most power. For your feet, when you're stepping, you step, you're transferring your weight, so you should have little to no weight on your back toe. And your foot, your front foot, should be at about, maybe like a 45-degree angle at most. You don't want to be out straight like this, because that means you've opened up too far and you won't be able to hit. But you don't want to be completely closed either, because then you can't get your hips through. So you want it just in the middle to hit. Now I will show you what your swing should look like. I'm not hitting a real ball, I'm hitting a volleyball, so it might break something, I hope it doesn't. But let's go over the main points on what to remember. So remember, you have your negative move, your positive move where you start to transfer your weight, your first move with your elbow, and then the extension and the follow through. So something like that. Alright, so I'll show you the arms first and then I'll show you what my feet look like. That didn't sound good. I think only a few cans knocked over. But one point to remember that I didn't mention before is in your extension, when you're like this, everything should line up. Like, you want your eyes pretty much to be like looking down the barrel, and you want like a straight line. It's hard to see on here, but in your extension, everything should be in a line. We'll go one more time. So here we go. Now for the feet. Oops. So for your feet, on your negative motion, you want the weight to be back, and you take a step for your positive, and the weight's starting to transfer, and then when you follow through, there should be no weight left on your back foot. So it looks like this. So if you follow my 5 easy steps towards a perfect hit, you'll be hitting home runs in no time.